What's up, Jaja gang? Boop, 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 boop. You're now tuned in to Jaja Jocelyn. This video is for a viewer or subscriber by the name of Ciara Goring. I hope I'm not butchering your name, but if I am, please forgive me. Okay, so Ciara wrote in on, and she chimed in on my Chime credit card video that I made about a month ago. And she was basically sharing with us that she's 25. She's just starting out on credit. She was interested in the Chime card, and I soothed some of her doubts and concerns about it by making that video. And she asked me a couple of questions. She asked me what tips and tricks do I have for credit, what advice would I give, and advice for big time purchases. All right, Ciara, this video is for you. Okay, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for commenting on my video. And first of all, I want to say congratulations. Congratulations on your credit journey. And it's going to be a ride, okay? But I definitely want to give you the training wheels before we just kind of put you on out there for the ride. So I wrote down a couple of tips for you that I'm going to give to you in this video. I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet and explain it thoroughly for you so you can get the idea of it. When we talk about credit, of course, we want to make on-time payments, okay? We want to make those payments either on time or early. We definitely don't want to pay the minimum. We want to use the minimum as the last option, but we definitely want to pay more on the credit account than the minimum, okay? But if we can't pay anything more, then we definitely should pay the minimum and we should do it on time. The credit usage, okay? You want to keep your credit usage anywhere from 5 to 10%. Okay, you definitely don't want it to surpass 30%. So let's say, for instance, if you have $1,000 limit, you don't want to go over 300. So one big mistake that I made when I first got credit, I was a little geeked and giddy about getting credit, so I applied for any and all cards. Big mistake. You should not apply for any and all cards, okay? And don't let them run your credit for multiple accounts. Anytime somebody checks your credit or runs your credit, it brings your score down. It puts what you call an inquiry on your credit report. The more inquiries, the lower your score will go, okay? And also, the more inquiries, the more desperate you seem, okay, to creditors. If you have too many credit lines, it looks fishy. If you have too many inquiries on your credit, it looks fishy. Okay, so you just want to keep everything down to a minimum. I would recommend maybe 2 cards max when you're starting out. One thing that I would avoid if I were you, I would avoid those clothing store credit cards. I know me, and I know how I was when I was 25. When you have that avenue cut in half as far as you being able to buy clothes, that means not getting a credit card for them. That means you won't be tempted to go spend unnecessarily. Okay, you want to basically be wise about what you do, wise about your credit, wise about what you apply for, and wise about what you spend. For your advice about big purchases, honestly, and this is just my opinion, I would not use my own credit for big purchases. I learned about LLCs, I learned about owning your own businesses and ways to build business credit, okay? So with that as an option and that as an avenue, having business credit as opposed to your personal credit, I would suggest making big purchases with business credit only. That is my preference. That is my advice to you. I'm sorry, Ciara. I'll pump my brakes, okay? So that's another video that we'll probably go over or talk about is business credit. But if you do want to purchase a home with your personal credit or something along the lines of that, I do know that typically they require a 620 credit score. But a 620 credit score is the minimum that you'll have to have in order to qualify yourself for a loan for a home, okay? The better your credit score, so the higher your credit score is up from that 620, the lower your interest rate will be. Interest rates can make a ton of difference as far as how much you'll end up paying for a home, okay? Now back to your regular scheduled program. All right, Ciara, and one last thing. I wanted to show you this, okay? So this little sheet right here, this is a fact sheet. You typically get this in every credit card offer. Just want to let you know that being that your credit score is going up and being that you're showing improvement, you are going to get offers in the mail. Be very careful of those offers. They're there to tempt you. And we do have what we call predatory lenders and predatory creditors. Okay, they are predators. They're after you. They look at you as prey, and they're hoping and praying that you will open up an account with them. Be very careful about doing that because, like I told you before, more accounts, the more fishy you look, okay? You only want to start off with a good 2 or 3 at the beginning, and you want to increase a little bit over time when you get the hang of it, okay? All right, Ciara, so just to go over that fact sheet that I showed you. So on the fact sheet at the beginning, at the top of it, you'll see what we call an APR. The APR is the annual percent rate, okay? Excuse me, it was 23.99. The lower that number, the better. Also on that fact sheet, you have what you call an annual fee. So the annual fee is basically what you owe the credit card company just to have the card open. It doesn't matter whether or not you're even using the card. It's just a cost and a fee that's associated with just having the card. So always be aware of that and looking on that fact sheet to see what annual fee is associated with that card. And last but not least, some companies have what you call a cancellation fee. Some companies will charge you a cancellation fee just to cancel the card or close the account. So I hope all of my advice, my tips, and my tricks helped you. Please stay tuned and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much again for leaving your comment and sharing with me your credit journey. I wish you the best, and I really feel like you're going to nail this. Jaja gang, we out.